Hello students, welcome to We Learn Tutorials. Hope you all are doing well today. In this video, we will be discussing about substitution method in pair of linear equations in two variables. So let's start. First, we will try to understand what is substitution method. So the actual meaning of substitution is replacing something. Replacing. For example, if I want to go by train, but instead of a train, I traveled by bus. So I just substituted my traveling by train by traveling by bus. So this is the meaning of substitution, when we are substituting or replacing something in other things place. And the same thing we will follow while solving equations also. So let's try to understand how we will do substitution. Let's start with the first question of our exercise. So substitution means we have to replace something. So we will replace x or y in terms of other number. For example, this is my first equation. I will just take out the value of x in terms of y. 14 I will write as it is, and this y I will shift to other side. It will become minus y. So now I got the value of x. I got x is equals to 14 minus y. This value I got x in terms of y. Now this value I will put in the second equation. Don't put the same value in the first equation, always put the value in the other equation. But substitution, you can use any of the equations. Now I will rewrite equation number second. And I'll see what is my value of x. It's 14 minus y. In place of x I will write 14 minus y. And minus y will come as it is, and 4. So it will be 14. Minus and minus will be plus. Minus 1 will be plus of 2 with the sign of minus. This will be this. See, I have substituted x with the value which is in terms of y. This is the meaning of substitution. Now I will just find out the value of y. This 4 I will shift this side. 14 minus 4, and this 2 I will shift to other side. It will become plus 2y. Or I can also rewrite this as 2y is equals to 14 minus 4. So it will be 2y. 14 minus 4 is 10, and y is equals to 10 by 2 will be 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 5 is 10. So you got y is equal to 5. Now I have got the value of y. Now put the value of y in this. If you want, you can also put in the equations, and if you want, you can put in this. So my x is 14 minus y. What is the value of y? We have obtained the value of y just now. It is 5. So 14 minus 5 is 9. So in this way we have found the value of x is equals to 9 and y is equals to 5. So this was my substitution method. So let's understand it more clearly or more better way by solving second sum. So second sum is very simple, I can see. So I'll choose a sum which is little bit difficult. So I'll choose this fourth part. This is with a decimal number. 0.2 0.2x plus 0.3y is equals to 1.3. 0.4x plus 0.55 is equals to 2.3. So these are the two equations which are given. The reason why I have chosen, because I know the student mentality, they will get scared. Oh, this is decimal, no, I can't do it. Just don't worry. See, it's very simple. The digits are also very simple. You just have to follow the rules how to do substitution. Substitution is, again, we will choose any equation. So again, I'll choose the first one, 0.2. If you want, you can try by using second equation also. 0.2. Again, I will find the value of x in terms of y. Write the x part this side and shift everything to the other side. 1.3 minus 0.3y. 0.2. So now just shift this 0.2 also to other side, because we need value of x. So 0.2 shifting to other side, it will get divided. The reason is that this side it's getting multiplied. So now we have successfully found the value of x in terms of y. Now we can easily substitute. Substitute means replace. Replace x with the value of x in terms of y. Let's see how to do it. Write the equation. Wherever you see x, just substitute this value. 0.4, put bracket, 1.3. In place of x, I am just writing this value. 0.3 into y, 0.2. I'll just close the bracket because this is my x. Now plus will come as it is, and 0.5 y into 2.3. You can also make a note of this sum. Now we will solve it. This and this will get cancelled. Decimal and decimal will get cancelled. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Now I got 2 into 1.3 minus 0.3y plus 0.5 y into 2.3. Now let's just multiply this thing. 2 will get multiplied with 1.3 also. 2 will get multiplied with 0.3y also. So if I multiply 2 with 1.3, it will be 13 into 2 is 26, and 1 decimal is after one number. I'll put decimal after one number from right. Now 2 into 3 is 6. There is decimal after one number, so after one number I will put decimal. It will come 0.6y plus 0.5y is equals to 2.3. Now we will solve it. Only like terms can be added or can be subtracted. So my like terms are these are the constant and these are with the variable y. These two terms can be added or subtracted, and these two terms can be added or subtracted. So I will write 2.6 minus 0.6 plus 0.5. Minus plus is, I will do here, 0.6 minus 0.5 minus plus. Minus plus is minus with the sign which is with the bigger number. 6 minus 5 is 1. 0 minus 0 is 0 with the negative sign, because minus is with 0.6 and 0.6 is a bigger number. So 1 minus 0.1 y is equals to 2.3. This y term I will keep this side, and the constant term I will shift to other side. Plus 2.6 on shifting to other side will become minus 2.6. So it will be minus 0.1 into 2.3 minus 2.6. Again we will follow the same. Minus plus is minus, but the sign which is with the bigger number. So which is bigger number? 2 minus 3 is 3. Point comes as it is. 2 minus 2 is 0. So bigger number is 2.6. And with 2.6 we have minus sign. So with answer also I will write minus 0.3. So now I'll write minus 0.3 upon minus of 0.1. This 0.1 is getting multiplied to y this side. On shifting to other side, it will be divided by 0.3. Point and point will get cancelled. Minus and minus will get cancelled. 1 into 1 is 1. 3 into 1 is 3. So your y will be equals to 3. Now you can put this value of y in any equation, or if you want you can put in this also. So we'll put in this, and you can also verify or find the value of y by putting y in any equation. You will get the same value. So x is equals to, the reason why I am putting this in this is that this is our first equation itself, so it doesn't matter. Directly I am putting here. It will be easy. Putting here means I am putting in first equation. So x is minus 1.3 minus 0.3. In place of y I will write 3 divided by 0.2. 1.3 minus 3 into 3 is 9. Decimal is after one number from right side, so after one number I will put decimal. 0.2. So 1.3 minus 0.9. 1.3 minus 0.9. So this I will carry over here. So it will be 13 minus 9 is 4. And 0 minus 0 is 0. And it will come positive or negative. Yes, bigger number is 1.3. And with 1.3 we have plus. This means with answer also plus sign will come. 0.4 divided by 0.2. Point and point will get cancelled. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. So my x will be equals to 2. I hope you guys are understanding. If you want, you can also make a note of this sum. Now we will do fifth part of first question. See, again the same thing. Why I am doing this sum? The reason is that it's given under root. So I'm sure you guys will get panic. Oh, how to do this? So let's do. This is also very simple. Again, you guys have to follow a procedure. Same thing. First write x in terms of y and then continue the same thing. So we will do. I'll choose first equation. Root 2x plus root 3y equals to 0. Root 2x is equals to, if root 3 plus root 3 on shifting to other side will become minus root 3y. So x will be equals to root 3 by root 2y. Because this root 2 is getting multiplied to x this side, on shifting to other side it will get divided. So this is value of x. Now I will substitute this value of x in second equation. And one thing, do not substitute the value in the same equation. If you are using the value from first equation, then substitute it in second equation. If you are using from second equation, then substitute it in the first equation. Because if you substitute it in this equation, you won't get any answer. Root 3. So x is root 3 by 2 y minus root 8 y is equals to 0. Root 3 into root 3 will be 3 by root 2 minus root 8 y is equals to 0. In both the terms I can see y is there. So I will just take out y as common. So I'll write this thing as this. See, y was here also and it was here also. So I've just written outside the bracket. See, if I multiply it again, it will become same thing. Y will come with 3 by root 2 also and with root 8 also. So I've just written it outside to make this a very simple sum. So now this whole thing is getting multiplied to y. This side, if I shift it, it will get divided. So it will be minus 3 by root 2 minus root 8. If something gets divided by 0, your result will be 0 itself. So you got y equals to 0. Now again we will put y in this. If you want, you can assume this as equation 3rd or any other number. Y, it is very simple. X is equals to minus root 3 into root 2. Y is getting multiplied with this number. If it's getting multiplied with 0, this means our entire answer will be 0. So for this sum, we got x and y both equals to 0. Now for the first sum, we do have 3 more parts. And I'm sure guys you can do it yourself. We keep on doing the complete exercise and it will be easy for you to follow or do with the substitution method. Please try to solve all the parts and post your answers in the comment section. Now let's do second sum. Second sum is again very much similar. Only one thing extra they have given. First of all, they have given you 2 equations in the same way as given in the first question. And in addition to this, they have given you one more equation. Y is equals to mx plus 3. Now what is the question? The question is that find the values of x and y from these 2 equations, and after finding the values of x and y, find the value of m. See, this is the additional part they have added from the first question. See, in the same way we will solve the values of x. We will use substitution method. First we will find out the value of x and then y, and then we will put the value of y in the first equation. See, 2x plus 3y is equals to 11. X is equals to 11. 3y I will shift to other side. It will become minus 3y, and x is 2 is getting multiplied with x. Here it will get divided. So I got this value of x. Now I will put this value of x in second equation. This is 2 into x. X is 11 minus 3y by 2 minus 4y is equals to minus 24. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. I am left with 11 minus 3y minus 4y minus equals to minus 24. 11 minus and minus is plus. 3 plus 4, 7 with the sign of minus. Minus 24. Minus 7y is equals to minus 24. This 11 on shifting to other side will become minus 11. Minus 7y is equals to minus minus again, it is plus with a minus sign. So minus 24 minus 11. 24 plus 11 is 35 with a sign of minus. So minus 7. So I can just shift this minus 7 to other side. This 7 will get divide on shifting to other side. Minus and minus sign will get cancelled. 7 into 1 is 7 and 7 into 5 is 35. So you got the value of y as 5. this value of y we will put in this equation. This is same as our equation number first. So here I will x is equals to 11 minus 3 into what is the value of y. See, y is equals to 5. So I will just put 5 and 2. 11 minus 3 into 5 is 15 by 2. 11 minus 15. Again plus 11 minus 15. Plus minus is minus with a sign which is with a bigger number. So bigger number is 15. With 15 it is minus sign. So I will write minus with the answer. 15 minus 11 is 4 by 2. So 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. And minus sign is also there. So x is equals to minus 2. Now we got y is equals to 5, x is equals to minus 2. Now what we have to do, we have to put the values of x and y in that equation and find the value of m. It's same like we are putting the value of y over here and we are finding the value of x. In the same way we have to put the values. So y is 5, m I don't know the value, x is minus 2, just now we have found, and 3 as it is. Just when m gets multiplied with 2, it will be minus 2m minus 2x. So 3 I will shift to this side, 5 minus 3, because this side it is plus 3 minus 2m. 5 minus 3 is 2 and minus 2m. This 2 I can also write minus 2m is equals to 2. So m is equals to 2 divided by minus 2, because minus 2 when comes to other side it will get divided. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2 with the minus sign. So I got m is equals to minus 1. So I hope you understood the sum, and now you are better understanding how to do substitution method. Just if you want you can make a note of this sum. In third sum of exercise 3.3, we have 6 word problems, and I'm sure any one of them you can easily get in your exam, because in next exercise we have to use elimination method. So different methods, same sums have been given to you. So do these word problems very carefully and try to understand them and then make your equation. So let's start. Your first part of the third sum is the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find them. So like last time also, in last exercise I explained you, like when whatever thing, each time we are assuming two things. The reason is that we are doing equations in two variables, so two things we have to assume. So whichever two things they are asking, so now it's clearly written, they are asking us to find the two numbers. So it's understood we have to assume those two numbers as our variables. So I'll just write it in a short way and you guys have to do it yourself. And in exam or in test also, try to write it properly so that you can get full marks. So let the one number be x and other number be y. Let the one number be x and the other number be y. Why we have assumed two numbers? The reason is that they are asking us to find two numbers. The difference between two numbers. Now we know our two numbers, one is x and the other one is y. They are telling us the difference. Difference is subtraction or minus. Difference they have, it's very much clear. It's written difference between two number. It is x minus y means equals to 26. This will be our first equation. It's very simple equation, and if you understand your first line, you can easily make it. Now one number is, write one number, write is means equals to 3 times the other. Just go according to the line. See, 3, write 3. Times means multiplication. So whenever we are doing 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, times means we are multiplying. 2 times means we are multiplying 2 with the other number. 3 times means we are multiplying 3 with the other number. So this is 3 times the other number. Which is our other number? Other number is y. So this was very simple. One number is x, is means equals to 3 times. It's written 3, I have written 3, times means multiplication. The other I have written y. So I got my second equation also. So I can further simplify it if I want, or if you don't, it's not required also. The reason you need x in terms of y, and you got. Now you can substitute the value of x in the first equation and you can get the values of x and y. I want you guys to do it this sum yourself just now. Just pause the video and solve the values of x and y. And once you solve the value of x and y, you will get x is equals to 39 and y is equals to 13. I am not solving it. These equations are very simple. So I am giving a chance to you to try it. And please try this sum while watching this video. And if you see if I am doing difference, 9 minus 3 is 6, 3 minus 1 is 2. So on doing the subtraction, I am getting, they have given the difference between two numbers is 26. So you can also recheck the values also, like whether you have found the correct solution or not. See, if I am getting the same number, this means my answers are correct. Now let's move forward towards the second sum. The larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Find them. So now they're talking about your first thing is to understand what thing should I have to assume. In this type of word problems, or always try to assume whatever thing they're asking us to find. Now they're asking us to find two numbers. So they're asking us to find two numbers and I am doing equations in two variables. This means I can assume one number as x and other number as y. So again I will assume let the one number be x and let the other number be y. Two numbers I have assumed. Now one thing is here they are talking about supplementary angles. I am sure you have you have idea about supplementary angles, complementary angles. You have done it in geometry from like smaller classes. You have heard it, I am sure. So your supplementary angles, when two angles, their sum is equals to 180. Like if I am adding two angles, like one angle is 90 and other is also 90. So this means two angles are making the sum of 180. These are supplementary angles. One is 110, the other one is 8. One is 100, other one is 80. So again, they are giving me a sum of 180 degree. This means these two are supplementary angles, these two are supplementary angles. So now they are telling, now you understood what are supplementary angles. The two angles whose sum is 180 degree. Larger of, so one equation I got, sum of two numbers is 180. This means my first equations will be x plus y is equals to 180 degree. See, now they have not given anything. They just mentioned supplementary angles. From there you have to think it. First equation is hidden in this word. This is my first equation. Sometimes they will clearly mention like this difference between two numbers, but sometimes they will give you in this way. So first equation will be, now second, the larger of supplementary angles So larger, I'll assume it's x. Larger of supplementary angle exceeds the smaller by 18 degree. So if my larger is x, so x will be smaller plus 18. It's bigger by smaller by 18 degrees. Bigger from smaller by 18 degrees. This means my x is y plus 18. This means if I am adding, exceeds means something which is bigger. If I am adding 18 to smaller angle, I am getting the bigger angle. So this will be my second equation. So just try to understand. Don't write this equation is x plus 18 is equals to y. You don't have to add anything in larger angle. If you are assuming larger angle as x, just add 18 in smaller angle, because your larger angle is smaller angle plus 18. It's written larger of two angles exceeds the smaller. From smaller it is exceeding. That's why in smaller we are adding 18. When we are adding 18 in smaller, we are getting the larger angle. So now again two equations we have got. Second equation we already got in x in terms of y. You can substitute this value of x in first equation, and once again I will not solve this equation, these solutions for you. You guys have to pause this video and solve this. I'll give you the answers. Just try to solve. For next few questions I will solve. The reason I am not solving these equations are very simple, and I am sure you can do it. And on solving the values of x and y, you will get x is equals to 99 and y equals to 81. And after getting the values, always try to check it. See, 9 plus 1 is 10 and 9 plus 9 is 18. So 180. See, if I am adding, I am getting 180. You can also do the subtraction part also. 9 minus 1 is 8, 9 minus 8. So if I am subtracting, or I can do this thing, you can see on subtracting, you are getting 18. If one angle is 18 bigger than the other angle, that means your difference will come as 18. So just try to recheck your solutions after solving it. Now let's move forward towards third sum. The third sum is very much similar to the sum word problem which we have already done in exercise 3.1. You can easily make the equations and then you can use the substitution method to find it. Now let's do fourth part. It is taxi charges in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Like for fixed charges, their charge is 20. Let's assume it. They're charging 20 along with the per kilometer. Like if you are traveling for 5 kilometer, per kilometer is rupees 10. 50 plus 20 they will. 20 is fixed. Like you can also take example of your monthly phone rentals, like your phone bills. Already done in exercise 3.1. You can easily make the equations and then you can use the substitution method to find it. Now let's do fourth part. It is taxi charges in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Like for fixed charges, their charge is 20. Let's assume it. They're charging 20 along with the per kilometer. Like if you are traveling for 5 kilometer, per kilometer is rupees 10. 50 plus 20 they will. 20 is fixed. Like you can also take example of your monthly phone rentals, like your phone bills. Some charge is fixed and the remaining for the like minutes whichever you are calling. Same way, one rent is fixed and then for per kilometer they are charging. if the person traveled a distance of 10 kilometers, he paid 105, and if he traveled for 15 kilometers, he paid 155. So what are these charges? You have to find the fixed charge also and the charges per kilometer, and find the traveling cost of 25 kilometers. Once again I will explain you. If you travel by an auto, so for it's fixed, 25 rupees is fixed, I guess, and after then for per kilometer is rupees 7 to 11, and if you are traveling 5 kilometer, so if they are charging rupees 5 per kilometer, 5 into 5 is 25 for your 5 kilometers, and another 25 there, that is fixed, and 25 plus 25, 50. In that way, one thing is constant, it will remain always same, and the other charges, it depends on the distance you are traveling. It goes with Ola and Uber services also. Everything, it's this thing has been applied. Now let's make equation. Two charges are there. One is fixed charge and the other one is charges per kilometer. See, you have to find those charges. In this type of situations, first you have to see what you have to find, and whatever thing you have to find, it mostly it will be two things, because we are doing linear equations in two variables, and you have to assume those things in as x and y. See, again they have asked us to find two things, and you can assume those two things as x and y. So let the fixed charges be x, and let the charges per kilometer be y. Like for example 20, the charges are fixed, and for per kilometer they are charging rupees 10, like that. Now let's frame these two situations in equations. If a person is traveled for 10 kilometers, when he is traveling for 10 kilometers, this means fixed will always remain same. In fixed, for per kilometer, x rupees has been charged, and for 10 kilometers, 10 into x will be charged. Like if per kilometer is 5 rupees, for 5 kilometers it will be 5 into 5, like 25 rupees will be charged. And how much they have been charged? 105. This will be our first equation. In the same way, we will make the second equation. This x will remain same because this is constant. Every time this thing will get added always, because this is fixed. Fixed plus whatever distance you are traveling. Now for 15 kilometers, if 1 kilometer is x, then 15 kilometers he will be charged 15 into x. So total he has been charged 155. So this is your second equation. Again, these equations are very simple, but if you want, you can pause the video and try to solve these equations yourself, and in the meantime I will also solve these equations for you. In the first equation, I will use x is equals to 105. This 10x I will shift to other side. This plus 10x I'm shifting to other side will become minus 10x. So I got, per kilometer was my y charges. So it will be y. So x I have written in terms of y. X is equals to 105 minus 10y. I have used equation first. Now I will put this value in second equation. You have to write, put the value of x in equation second. So in this way you have to write each and everything properly, X is 105 minus 10y. 105 minus 10y plus 15y, as it is I will write, is equals to 155. 105 minus plus is minus, and the sign which is with the bigger number. Bigger number is 15. With 15 it is plus sign. So with my answer also it will be plus sign. 15 minus 10 is 5. Y will come as it is equals to 155. Now I will write y here and shift 105 to other side. It will become minus 105. So I will just subtract 105 from 155. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. So your y, 5 is getting multiplied by y, here it will get divided. So 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into 10 is 50. So you got y is equals to 10. So now you have got the value of y. We'll put the value of y in this. To find the value of x, x I will write as it is 105 minus 10 into y. What is the value of y? It is 10. X is equals to 105 minus 10 into 10 is 100. 105 minus 100, it will be 5. So you got x is equals to 5 and y is equals to 10. That means whichever distance you are traveling, per kilometer 10 is rupees 10. Like for 10 kilometer it will be rupees 100, and plus 5 rupees is fixed. You have been charged every time whenever you are traveling. Now let's move forward to the second part. Find the traveling cost for 25 kilometer. Now for 25 kilometer, see, our x is fixed. We will make the equation. See, that person is traveling for 25 kilometer and charges per kilometer is y. This means if that person is traveling for 25 kilometers, total charge will be 25 into y. Y is your charge for per kilometer, plus x will be there. The reason this charge is fixed. So I will write the values of x and y now. X is 5, 25 will come as it is, and y is 10. 5 plus 25 into 10, it will be 250. So 250 plus 5, it will be rupees 255. So for traveling 25 kilometer, you will be charged rupees 255. If you are not able to make this equation, you can take help from your equation first. See, here the person traveled for 10 kilometers. Here the person traveled for 15 kilometers. This means if a person is traveling for 25 kilometers, we just have to write 25 in place of 10 or 15. If we write, and further we have values of x and y, we can easily put the values and find the solution. So if you want, you can make a note of this sum and we can do the next one now. So fifth sum or fifth part of your third sum. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, and if 3 is added to both, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. First of all, we should know what is fraction. So any number in this form, 3 by 2, 1 by 3, 4 by 6. See, in these fractions we have two numbers. So they have clearly mentioned we have to find the two numbers. As I told you earlier also, whichever thing they asked us to find, that thing only we have to assume as our two variables. So fraction consists of, if this is a fraction, my upper term is known as numerator and the lower term is known as denominator. So fraction consists of two terms, numerator and denominator. Upper one is numerator and lower one is denominator. So now I get the idea of which thing we have to assume. We have to assume numerator and denominator. So let the numerator be x and denominator be y. Two things we have assumed. So first part has been done. So this is very simple now. A fraction becomes 9 by 11. So I'll just write this thing. What it is becoming, 9 by 11. Here also I will write in this way. If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, so what is my numerator? It is x. What is my denominator? It is y. Now if I am adding 2 to both, so when I am adding 2 to both, and my fraction will become 9 by 11. So this is my first equation. I have to simplify it. In order to simplify it, I'll just cross multiply it. This thing will get multiplied to this and this thing will go that side. So I can write 11, I'll shift to that side. This 11 is getting divided to this side. So on shifting to other side, it will get multiplied. So 11 into x plus 2. Now 9 I will write as it is. This y by 2 is getting divided here. So on shifting to other side, it will get multiplied. Y by 2. Now simple. This 11 I have to multiply with both the numbers. Here 9 I have to multiply with both the numbers. 11 into x will be 11x. 11 into 2 will be 22. 9 into y is 9y. 9 into 2 is 18. Sign will remain same. So everywhere we have only plus sign. Now will 9 I'll shift to this side. 11x minus 9y. 18. 22 I'll shift to other side. It will become minus 22. 11x minus 9y is equal to 18 minus 22. Minus plus is minus, and sign which is with a bigger number. So bigger number is 22 and with 22 we have minus sign. So I'll write minus 22 minus 18, it is 4. This is my first equation. Here I won't write. Now let's find out the next equation. See, if 3 is added to both means both numerator and denominator, our equation will become 5 by 6. My equation is becoming 5 by 6 if I am adding 3 to both numerator and denominator. What is my numerator and denominator? Numerator is x, denominator is y. I got my second equation, but it is in complex form. I'll just convert it into more simpler form. I'll cross multiply it in the same way we have done in the previous. So 6 is getting divided this side. On shifting to other side, it will get multiplied. 5 I'll write as it is. Y plus 3 is getting divided this side. On shifting to other side, it will get multiplied. So this 6 will get multiplied to both. 5 will get multiplied to both. 6x plus 6 into 3 is 18 is equals to 5 into y is 5y plus 5 into 3 is 15. Only plus sign is there, opposite no sign. So outside no signs, this means signs will remain same. 6x minus 5y. This 5y is of plus. I'm shifting to other side. It's becoming minus 5y. 15 minus 18. 18 is plus 18 here. I'm shifting to other side. It's becoming minus 18. 6x minus 5y is equals to, so this 15 is of plus. Plus minus is minus with the sign which is with a bigger number. With bigger number, minus sign is there. 18 is our bigger number. So with my answer, minus will come. 18 minus 15 is 3. So I'll get minus 3. 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3 is my second equation. So I've got two equations now. I'll write here my second equation also. 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3. Now I'll do substitution method in the same way as I was doing earlier. I'll find the value of x from the first equation. 11x is equals to minus 4. This 9 I'm shifting to other side will become plus 9y. X is equals to minus 4 plus 9y divided by 11. This 11 is getting multiplied this side. On shifting to other side it will get divide. Now let's use this value of x in second equation. 6x I will write same thing. Minus 4 plus 9y by 11. This is my value of x, 6x. So in place of x I have written this thing. Minus 5y is equals to minus 3. First I will multiply this. 6 into minus 4 minus 24. 6 into 9. 54y by 11 minus 5y is equals to minus 3. This I will take LCM. So it will become 24 plus 54y minus, while taking LCM, since here it is 1, so 5 will get multiplied with 11, so it will become 55. Plus here it's 1, LCM of 1 and 11 will be 11. So this side will multiply with 1, same thing will get this 5 we have to multiply with 11. So I got this. This 11 I will just shift to other side. It's getting divide here. Here it will get multiplied. So I got minus 24 plus 54y minus 55y. Plus minus is minus with the sign which is with the bigger number. Bigger number is 55 and with 55 we have minus sign. 55 minus 54 is minus 1. So I have written minus 33. Minus 3 into 11 is minus 33. Minus y is equals to minus 33 plus 24. On shifting 4 to other side it will become plus 24. 33 minus 24. So plus minus will be minus and sign which is with the bigger number. 13 minus 4 will be 9 and 2 minus 2 will be 0. And sign minus, because 33 is bigger and with bigger number we have minus sign. Minus and minus will get cancelled and y we got equals to 9. So what is our y? Y is our denominator. We got denominator 9. Now let's find out x. So here whatever value we found for x at the starting, we'll put the value of y in that. So our x is equals to minus 4 plus 9y. What is our y? Y is 9. So in place of y I will write 9 divided by 11. Minus 4, 9 into 9 is 81 by 11. Minus plus is minus and sign which is with the bigger number. Bigger number we have plus sign. 81 minus 4 is 77. So it will come plus 77 divided by 11. 11 into 1 is 11. 11 into 7 is 77. So I got x is equals to 7 and y is equals to 9. Now you can check also if you are adding 2 to both. Say 7 by 9 is my fraction. Because x is my numerator and y is my denominator. If I am adding 2 to both, I am getting 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 2, 11. That's what they have given. This means my solution is correct. You can also check for the other. If I am adding 3 to both, it is becoming 5/6. You can do that yourself. So let's continue with the last sum of this exercise. So guys, this will be our last sum of the day, and I am happy if you are here till the last sum. That means you are understanding the concept, and this is a very good thing. So let's do this same situation we have done in the exercise 3.1. If you remember, like ages question, I have told you how to attempt such questions. So let's try this. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age will be 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? See, in this type of sums, the main thing you have to focus is which thing we have to find. Because this thing tells you what thing you have to assume. The thing you have to find is their present ages. So what you have to assume? Let's think. Yes, we have to assume their present ages as x and y. So Jacob's present age will be, I'll assume, present age I am assuming x, and his son's present age we will assume as y. So now this sum is very simple. You can also pause the video for a time bit and try it yourselves. In the meanwhile, I'll also help you. 5 years hence. Hence means like in future we are talking about. Say it's written will be, will is a future tense. This means we are talking about future. First I will write x and y. Because somehow in this type of questions they are equating the ages by making it like it's 7 times, 2 times, 5 times. So we have to start this equation formation in this way. Earlier also I have told you, and if you have not seen the video, you can see my previous video in which I have covered exercise 3.1. So now we are talking about 5 years hence, 5 years from now. Hence means in future. Future means that time also I told you future means plus how many years from now? 5 years from now. So Jacob's age will be after 5 years his age will be 3 times that of his son. That of is also in mathematical language. Of is also we can use it in place of multiplication. In word problems, mostly if they are using of, like this is 3 times of. Of means you have to put the brackets, and this is a sign used for multiplication. 3 times of. Now I got the equation. I can simplify it. X plus 5 is equals to this thing. I have to multiply with both the numbers. 3 into y, 3y plus 3 into 5 is 15. X, 3y I shift to this side. X minus 3y is equals to 15. Plus y I'll shift to other side, it will become minus 5. So x minus 3y is equals to 15 minus 5 will be 10. So this is my first equation. So it was pretty much simple. Same way, always try to just go word by word and put the signs. For is means equals to, of means you have to put a bracket and you have to multiply. Exceed means plus. Like this way you have to just relate words with the signs, and once you understand that, then it will be very easy for you to make an equation. Now let's make the second one. 5 years ago, again this type of sums always I have to start in this way. X is equals to y, because what they're talking about equality. Now 5 years ago, ago means past. So in past it is subtraction. 5 years ago now. from both the sides we have to subtract. 5 years ago his age was 7 times. See, of his son, this is the son's age 5 years ago. Of means I have to put a bracket, and this is a sign of multiplication also, and this is 7 times. Now I want you guys to simplify it, use substitution method and solve the sum. You can just pause the video and try to do the sum. And I'm solving the values for x and y. You will get x is equals to 40 and y is equals to 10. Jacob's present age will be 40 and his son's present age will be 10. So with this our exercise 3.3 is completed. Now in the next video I'll try to give you more sums for practice yourselves. In the next video it will be, most probably it will be your last video. It will cover elimination method, and after that your cross multiplication, it has been already cancelled by CBSE this year. So with that your chapter will get finished. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.